This is a Dell Inspiron, whatever you want to say. 1000. This laptop, I believe, is from 2004. This was a budget-oriented laptop. I got this one for, I think I paid $10 for it. I've had it for a while, haven't done anything with it, just recently got around to playing with it. And really, it's in almost perfect physical shape. If you look at this, you can see there's no warping on the keyboard. The touchpad and the space bar hardly have any wear to them. Of course, if this would focus, you could see it even better. There you go. Maybe a little bit of wear right there. All the keys are perfect. No scratches on the screen. And the screen, the hinges don't have a single bit of play in them, which is pretty amazing. This laptop has a DVD-ROM. You can, and a compact disc rewritable. No, no DVD rewritable. The only thing that bothers me about this is there's a little chip right there. I don't know if you can see it. The camera is not focusing again. There it is. See that little chip right there under the VGA port? It's not bad. Here we have our power jack, VGA port, heat exhaust, vent, coolie fan thing, modem and Ethernet, and 3 USBs. And on this side we have headphone, microphone, and PCMCIA card. Here's that. There's that. And if anyone wants this Windows XP Home Edition COA, you can use that. Being that this laptop is, I believe, from 2003 or 4, the battery's pretty weak in it, but I have the charger. This is a Dell charger, not the newer style. Not that standard one that they used for many years, and they may still use it. I don't know, the larger 20-volt barrel connector. When we plug it in, you will see that this illuminates, and I'll go ahead and power the unit on. And we will enter the setup utility. I really don't believe this unit has much usage on it, because you can see the screen is nice and bright. It's hard to tell on camera. It really is. And somehow the CMOS battery is correct. I mean, not perfectly correct. The time's a bit off, but it's pretty good. Intel Celeron Mobile. It's at 2.2 gigahertz, which is pretty good. 30 gigabyte hard drive and 512 megabytes of RAM, and that is DDR1. This laptop's currently running Windows 2000 Professional, although it did come with XP. I find that for some reason XP runs really, really slowly on this machine. My camera is just having a fit. Interesting fact, it says built on NT technology. Well, NT stands for new technology. So it was built on new technology. This is a clean installation of Windows. I just installed it today, and you can see it's kind of sluggish, but it's fine, I guess. I could set that down there. Not really. Now, you'll hear the internal speakers, which are right here on the front, and they're pretty good for a modern laptop. But, of course, modern is kind of a vague term. Relatively speaking, I guess. This laptop, annoyingly, for 2004, has no built-in Wi-Fi. So you would either have to connect it via Ethernet or use one of these guys, and obviously, since I have this one right here, this is what I'm using. You have to insert this into PCMCIA. There you go. You'll see it'll connect to the Wi-Fi. I find these annoying. If it were flush, it'd be fine. I don't care, but I find these annoying because it's crazy how many of these have gotten broke off by getting hit by something, at least in my hands, which is, you know, I should be more careful, but you don't expect that to be there. And when you're putting the weight of a laptop on this little thin card, it's not hard. Okay. So we got Windows 2000 Professional Service Pack 4. I got all the drivers installed, besides for one. Well, technically two, I guess. I don't know what the other one is. It's a PCI device, but also the Ethernet controller, which is fine. I don't plan on using the Ethernet controller, but since this thing was designed for XP, there's no 2000 drivers. But all of them seem to pretty much work, besides for that one. Now, this laptop's not really vintage enough to be, you know, retro gaming, whatever. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, sure. But really, this is more of a modern laptop. So what are we going to do with it? Well, for web browsing is kind of crippled. We'll get there in a minute. I'll start off with productivity. If you're going to write documents and spreadsheets and stuff, all of that works fine. Why did I go to Outlook? That's the one thing that I didn't want to go to. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit. That's why I clicked the X. That's the one I wanted. You can see I can do whatever. Yes, no, I don't want to save changes, Clippy. Now, yes, this is Word. Shut up, Clippy. Yes, this is Office 2003. However, with the compatibility pack, you can open 2007 and newer documents. And I don't know, does Office 2007 work on Windows 2000? I don't know. And I really do like this keyboard compared to a modern, yeah, screw you, compared to a modern laptop. And you can see, write, save, and open a text document just fine. Can also delete it if I wanted to. I found this interesting. The latest version of 7-Zip actually runs just fine on Windows 2000 Professional. Now, YouTube does not work. It just simply does not, and I will demonstrate that in a minute. So what you can do is you can go to a website. There's several websites that allow you to download the videos in MP3 form. And I've done that, and if I try to open it here, it's not going to let me. I found that VLC Player, which is the program that I chose to play MP4 files, does not install for some reason, but I've downloaded version, I believe this is 1.0.11, and it won't install. As you can see, this one's here is the installer. I can't install it, so I'm not going to be able to just go to my video here and open it. It's just not going to work. And Windows 2000 doesn't have the media player that natively supports this. But I can open VLC from here, from this folder. It actually will open. Okay, where was I before I was interrupted? Yeah, I was opening the video. So like I said, it won't install and I can't open it directly from there. But what I can do is go here, and this will open up. And then I can go to Media, Open File, and here it is. I just have to go to My Documents in the Video, and then open it. Now it's time to play Office. And it plays just fine. Got a Gateway laptop here, and it's in perfect shape. It's got all of its keys, everything we would need, and I've got some very important office work that I need to do. So let's go ahead and see how she works. I'm going to turn this light off. Now you can really see it. Let me turn this light on. Oh, that's better. Ooh, Windows XP. This is still totally supported. It'll work real great. And I can do all sorts of stuff online at rip-roaring speeds. Let's get hot in here. Turn this damn fan on. What? That's as fast as you go? Okay. Let's see here. What's taking so long? Okay, so you get the idea. It does work. Oh, no. And if you let it sit for a minute, what I was trying to demonstrate is it will freeze, but once you let it sit for a minute, it'll be fine. So, yes, you can watch YouTube videos, but it takes it a while to download, so is it really efficient at it? No. And I'd recommend getting something newer. Get a Dell Latitude D610 if you're looking for a cheap laptop to do stuff with. Music. It's got these built-in speakers. If you want to play MP3 files, that works just fine. No. Okay. And of course, if you wanted to look at pictures, I don't want Internet Explorer. Okay, you can look at pictures and whatnot. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. Okay, how about web browsing? Well, it's kind of crippled. And not necessarily because this computer can't handle it, but because Windows 2000, web browsers don't like to support it. Now, if we used XP, if we installed XP on this system, we get better web browser support. But this system runs XP really sluggishly, and I don't know why. It could be because it only has half a gig of RAM, although that's normally enough to run XP just fine. But I could try upgrading that and maybe putting a faster hard drive in. I don't know, it's a SAT IDE hard drive. Okay. So for web browsing, here's your options. Internet Explorer, I believe this is version 5.0. I don't know. I believe it's version 5.0. Anyway, whatever. This doesn't really work at all. It just does this. The only thing that this browser is good for nowadays is installing another web browser, and I had a hard time with that, so I ended up just putting a flash drive in my ThinkCenter here and installing the other browsers. This here is Pale Moon. I'm not exactly sure which version, I'll have to tell you. This seems to be the one that works the best, is Pale Moon. Let's see here. Options. What version is this? That's all I want to know. How about this? I'll put it in the description what version this is. So, what do we do online? Well, if we wanted to go to Gmail, we can do that. It will load in the old, what do you call this? Low, basic, whatever. We can send an email just fine. Here it is. So that works just fine. If we wanted to look at images, we can do that just fine, I believe. Yes. That works just fine, no problem there. Just random one, let's see if I can enlarge it. Maybe not that. Okay. What else do we do? Well, Craigslist. I don't know about you, but I do enjoy looking on Craigslist at stuff that's either free or for sale or stuff like that. And you'll be happy to know that Craigslist works perfectly. No problem here. Okay. What else do people do? I don't know. eBay, maybe? What did I just press? Now, eBay does take its time, but it does eventually come in, and it does seem to work just fine. Ignore the cackling in the background. So you can see, that's working fine. I don't know if I would sign into any of my account or anything and put, you know, purchase it or anything. I mean, I guess you could, but it is Windows 2000, so, you know, just use caution, I guess. Let's see. Facebook. Do people still use Facebook? I don't. Never did. Do you have to have an account to look at stuff on Facebook? It looks like you do. Okay, so I'm going to give a question mark on that. It said unsupported browser, but it did still load. I don't have a Facebook account, and I have to have an account to do anything. Now, YouTube does not work. I'm going to put that very simple. What about other things? Let's see. What if I wanted to do Google Drive or something? Oh, okay. Well, I doubt Google Drive will work, and if it will, it's probably going to be very, 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 very slow. Yeah, it can't even load that. It seems that Google products, Google stuff in general, unless there's the old version that you can still access, like on the Gmail, and who knows how long that's still going to be available, but as of now it works. But it seems that Google stuff, such as YouTube and all that, it just doesn't like to work. This is as far as YouTube gets. Right there. So, wait. Nope, yeah, that's as far as it gets. See, because it's done loading. Nothing loads in. Now, I used to be able to access YouTube about 2 years ago using Firefox, which was Firefox version 12 on Windows 2000 Professional. But that no longer works either. Which I would demonstrate if it'd hurry up. See. But, like I said, you can download the videos, and there are several websites that you can do this with. It's just the first one right here. Let's just say I wanted to watch Family Guy. I can search Family Guy. It will search YouTube, and here are the results from YouTube. And I wish it said the time, because I'd like to download just like a clip or something, but it doesn't appear that that's going to happen. But you can click on it, get rid of that. And you can download this. I believe it's fast download, you have to pay for it. You can go here, and you can save it. Okay, so it downloaded. I just saved it to desktop here, and once again, I can't open it directly. Now, if you have a different version of VLC, or if you have something that works that you can install, you can open it directly from there. But like I said, I couldn't get it to install, but I did get this to work like this, and honestly, that's fine.
Now you're being creative, thinking outside the box. Take what you think you know and go a different way with it. Like for instance, what if the daughter in Taken was Zooey Deschanel?
Okay, you can see it's working. I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright mafia, so I will stop that. So, if you need something, I'm sure... Yeah. If you need something just for doing stuff simple, this laptop's fine. But nowadays, it is kind of feeling a bit obsolete. But it's still plenty useful. It's not like it's completely useless. A lot of people say old computers are useless. They're not. You got all the stuff that comes with it, of course. So if you wanted to play Minesweeper or Solitaire, you can do that. Does this have 3D pinball? Or was that XP that came out? No, here it is. Yeah, because I used to have Windows Millennium Edition, and it was on there. I don't know how well I'll be able to do this with one hand. Yeah. Are you stupid? What? I'm pressing and holding. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can't do this with one hand. No, nope. Okay, so that's this thing. This has been a way too long video of the Dell Inspiron 1000. Is this a 1000? Yeah. Come on. Shut down already.